beasts, aren't they? Chuffed to bits. The smallest little thornback. No, I'll just concentrate on not leaving the rod over the side. And its eyes. It's got amazing eyes. Doggy in the boat. Golden mullet. There's a bit of weight to that, you know. And that's what we want, don't we? We don't want the same all the time. We want something different, a good old show. Hello and welcome to the channel. And out on the boat, molly-moo, my little 16-foot warrior. What am I up to? Well, I'm nuts, that's what I'm up. I can't be that bad because there's another boat over on my right hand shoulder. South of the Needles, back of the Isle of Wight, hoping for a spur, possibility of a tope, almost dead cert of an eel. And we're at the worst stage of the tide. The tide is absolutely racing through at the moment. It's racing through 2 pound weights. I hate fishing with 2 pound weights, but it's tapering off even as we speak. So as it tapers off and the baits are definitely nailed to the bottom, the tide eases a little bit, that's when I expect to get hit. Baits I'm using, I've got some mackerel, not much, some huge great cuttlefish, not the little baby ones I've had before, big rugby ball size ones, and a few odds and ends, bit of a freezer clear out, just a bit of a bait drop. So I know it's not going to fish well for the next half hour, 40 minutes, but anchor's holding, it's not tripping. I'm where I want to be, positioned where I want to be. I've just got to wait for everything just to settle down a little bit. So I've got my goodie bag. I've got some bourbons, a pot noodle. What have I got? Other pot noodles are available, or other noodles are available. A big super noodle, some crisps and some chocky bickies. You know I'm a fiend for a chocky bicky. But because it's cold and I've got my new kit on, I've got my Reed Chill Cheetah stuff on, British made stuff. Do a review on it in the future. Already pleased with it. Really comfortable, really stretchy, soft, warm. But yeah, distracted. So I've got all my makings for things like coffee. I've got some porridge. I've got some tins of soup. I've got a tin of ravioli. Warm stuff. So I need warm stuff today. It's definitely a bit of a chill. February. Yeah, it's definitely still cold. There was a frost this morning. So what else? Really, that's it. I'm only fishing 2 rods because I'm using 2 pound weights and it's a bit heavy for the 2030s. These are 3050s that are out at the moment. Class rods, 30-50 pound class rods. And I'm just not burning through the bait. I'm just letting everything settle down. So a nice launch from Lymington this morning. A drive round from Southampton to Lymington. Launch from Lymington. Met some other guys that were launching there at the same time. They're out fishing somewhere. I think they're in the Solent. And I think Mike Cave, just spoken to him, messaged him. He's in the Solent today as well. I think there's still a few holding out for, like the end of the season cod. I want things with teeth. I want big teethy critters. That's what I want. I'd love a tope today. I'd be thrilled with a spurdog. I've not put a spurdog on camera. Wayne Comben took me out spur fishing and I dropped 2. I hope that isn't that doesn't set the tone for today. But yeah, so hoping for a spur, possibility of a tope, almost a dead cert of an eel, and we'll come back when the action starts. Tide's just starting to ease off now, so I've put 2 other rods out, and this one has got a bit of an inquiry. Yep, there's something on there. It's probably going to be an eel. Wait, or a doggy. Oh no, yeah, something's on there. Yeah, it's probably going to be an eel. The way it's fighting. It's a long ways back. It's taking its time. But a charter boat's just pulled up. There's another boat off to my side on my starboard bow. and there's what feels like a small wheel. Got my T-bar at the ready. Got a set of jaw grips there as well. I'm winding in quite hard to this because I do think it's an eel, and I don't think it's a particularly good one. It might be about £7 or £8, £10, something like that. Tidal runs making it feel worse than what it actually is. Certainly jagging around like an eel. I don't know if it's got size to it. Oh, that's the tide. It's got to be the tide. It's not fighting that hard. I think it's just spiralling up in the current. But it was a long way back. Oh, what have we got? Oh, it's not an eel. I think this might be target achieved. Gonna need the net. What felt like an eel, I think might be a spur. And there we have it. Let's have a look, see what we got. Let's see what we got. It's a spur. It's a nice spur. That's a cracking spur. Let's get you unhooked first, mate. Before you start tearing my net up. Let's get you unhooked. Wow. How good is that? There's an old hook in him as well. We'll get that out of him, do him a favour. Whew. Let's have a look. Yeah, he's got a hook in him. Oh. Wow, that's a weird place to have a hook as well. He's got a hook. Oh, he's got a hook in his cheek. Let's just get him to calm down a bit. Calm down, mate. Calm down, calm down, calm down, calm down, calm down. I'll look after you. Oh, spur. Yeah, he's got a hook right in his cheek. Let's get that out. It's going to be hard getting that hook out because it's got no line on it. It's been in there a while. Alright, let's get this sorted out. Well, first fish in the boat, and it's target achieved. Right, get pair of pliers. Let's get this hook out here, bud. Let's get him out. Let's get him out. That can't be nice. There we go. That was the hook. That wasn't mine. That's someone else's hook. It's been in there quite a while as well, by the looks of it. I'm going to weigh him. I'm going to weigh him. I'm warm in this coat. Reset. Pounds and ounces. In the net, 16.2. 16.2. £16.2 in the net. So I've got to subtract. I'll give that 14. I'll weigh the net in a minute. I'm going to have to take my coat off. This chill cheater stuff. It's warm gear. Oh, I am absolutely chuffed to bits. Target achieved. First fish in the boat. What did Dang do? We'll have one more quick look and I'll get him back in the water. Let's get this clipped in. Safety first. Get this in. Clipped in. Right. Got to watch out for the spurs, the business end. He is thrashing around with it actually. Obviously he's not too keen on being caught. Let's have one more quick look. He's thick in the tail. He is proper thick in the tail. Oh. And there we go. One spur. What a stunner. Let's wash that little bit of blood off here. That's from that other hook, you know. It's been irritating here quite a lot, hasn't it? Yeah, that previous hook, it done a bit of mischief, to be honest. Let's get him gone. And he's away. Right, let's weigh him in that quickly. Just because. Don't want to be pretending, do we? So that was 16.2 in the net. Switch this on. 6 ounces. It's only 6 ounces. So that was a £15.5 spur. Only another £10 to a record. Right, I am absolutely, that was worth coming out for. I've not brought a spur on camera to this boat. So that is the first spur on molly-moo, back of the island, 2 years. 2 years of trying for them, albeit, you know, like not all the time, just some of the time. Yeah, what a way to go. I might be in trouble here. I've just had a bite on this rod. And it's got a 2-hook flapper on it with size 2 hooks. I was hoping for like whiting or pouting or something I could use as bait. It might have just snatched and run or bit me off. Because I don't think whatever it is not there now. I'm going to have to check it out in case it's bit me off. There's no point being out there if it's got no hooks on it. No point just having string out there, mate. If my throat sounds a bit croaky, a week ago I had COVID. I've got the all clear, but it just ain't going away. Still got that tickly cough. My body's just, I don't know, I just feel tired. Doctor says I'm good to go. I've been back to work. I'm fishing. Oh, yeah, so this rig, this is just a try it out. There's no terminal tackle and there's no swivels, it's just purely tied. So there's a loop at one end, a loop at the other, the weight, 2 droppers, size 2.0 hooks and squid strips. That's it. If there's something down there, they might fancy a little nibble. And if they do, they're going to be bait. So I'll get this back down. Tide's proper easing off now. You can tell by the sound at the back of the boat, the eddy at the back of the boat where the outboard is. The sound's changed. The rods are starting to straighten up, even though I keep trying to make sure they're on the bottom. Every time I lift and drop them, it feels like I'm having to reseat them. But definitely expecting it to fish better now in the next couple of hours. And then once the tide starts to pick up again, that'll be time to call it quits. Which pretty much coincides with dusk this evening, sunset. So I think once I'll aim to get past the needles in daylight. Get past the needles in daylight, head up through the water into Lymington. It's all well navigated, it's all buoyed and lit and all that kind of stuff. Obviously got the chart plotter. And I'll launch from there today. So that'll be my trip back. So I missed whatever that was, which is a good sign. If things are picking at that, small bait, small hooks, then we might be in with a chance. My old bait, freezer bait, I'd much prefer something fresh today. Some fresh bait would make a world of difference, I think. But that spur was on mackerel with a cuttlefish strip down the back. Standard running ledger. £2 weight at the moment. I'm dropping down to 15s next. Wherever possible, I drop the weights down as soon as I can get away with it. I don't like fishing with £2 weights. It kills any fight that you would feel, and it just puts everything under more strain. You're £2 in before you even started. But yeah. So I just did a quick conversion with the net of 15.8, I think that's right. I'll double check it later. I just did a quick thing on my phone. I'm rubbish at subtracting ounces from ounces and pounds and stuff. I'm a metric boy. Oh. Something's taking an interest. Something's knocking on the door. There we go. Something's there. Oh, bit of a jag. Is it the first of the eels? Oh, yeah. There's something decent on the end of that. Oh, he's taking line. Oh, yeah. Oh, did he? I bet he's bit me off. Wow. Lost it. If that's bitten off, I'm not going to be a happy boy. I'm going to have to put wire on. That might have been a taupe. The way that took, we'll have a look when it comes up. We'll see what we got. You can tell if it's been taupe. If I've been tauped. But it might be time to put some wire on. Or some heavy mono. I've got some big heavy mono rigs in there. But that's promising, because that wasn't small. She was a great big one. Come on, pump it wide. It's a long ways back. Here we go. What have we got? Oh no. Let's have a look. What happened there then? Oh, it's just absolutely mullered it. Looks like we're straight back in on the big rod again. This is the one with the £2 weight. So maybe the others aren't quite fishing right. Got some interest on it. Oh yeah, something's there. Yeah, we're in. That was a bit of a weird take. I wound into it and nothing happened. Didn't feel the weight, unless it's swimming towards me in this tide. Oh yeah, that feels good. That feels good, baby. I get the distinct feeling it's swimming towards me in the tide. And it's still, because I feel the weight of it, and then I'm struggling to keep up with it. I don't think an eel's going to swim forward like that. It might be into another spur, you know? Because that last one was a weird fight. That'd be mental if we go 2 for 2. It was nice to get that extra hook out of that other one. What have we got? Trouble with having to bounce these weights so far, but oh yeah, it's going well. Swim from side to side. What have we got? Looks like another spur. I don't think this one's as big. Just make sure I don't get my lines tangled. Looks like another spur. Another spur, slightly smaller this one. Oh, easy, easy. Yeah, another spur. 2 for 2. Just watch those spurs on him. Oh, mind yourself, mate. Mind yourself, mind yourself, mind yourself, mind yourself. Let's have a look at your gnashers. Oh yeah, it's got proper gnashers. Like a topaz. They're not like a crushing pad, like the mind my fingers. There's taupe. There's spur number 2. He was nicely lip hooked. Those spurs look like business, they do. Proper meaningful. Oh, there you go, bub. He made a right old mess of that. That was on, I was wrong with what I said there, that was on the scad. That was the scad bait. Didn't weigh that one. He was smaller than the other one. Probably just judging it. You know I'm rubbish at judging this. Less than £10, maybe £8 or £9 maybe. This is where all of a sudden everything starts fishing. Now is not the time to make a brew. Let's just check. I broke my camera, my other camera. I dropped it, smashed the lens. I've had to go back to a GoPro. And I don't like GoPros. Anyone that gets on with a GoPro, good luck with it. I don't particularly like them. I prefer a proper camera. Got more control over it. Right, this is a scad carcass. I'm just going to put on the head and guts. So cut the backbone out. All that rankness, all that goodness, that's going on. The frame, the backbone is going in. And then I think this is a big dog hook, or it might be one of these new Cox and Royal ones. I'm not 100% sure. I have to have a look. I'm just going to go through the chin, up through the nose. Nice hard bony bit. Try not to hook myself in the finger mark. That is a hard bony bit, that bit. God, don't want to go through. Right. And it just splattered a load of rubbish on the floor. Right then, what have we got? 15 ounce weight and a scad head. See if something likes that. And I've got a nice fillet. I'm going to cut lengthways and get 2 strip baits out of it. I'm not being frugal with my bait. I just don't want big globby baits that are going to mask a take. Because spurs and taupe, you've got to have a lot of hook showing. As soon as that hook gets turned, or well, it's the same with any fishing, I suppose. As soon as that hook gets turned, they take things quite hard and fast and will quite happily drop it, turn around and come back for it. If they don't like the feeling of it, they'll just leave it. Set my traps. And we're fishing. 4 rods out and we're fishing. I've got scad head, mackerel and cuttlefish, and 2 hooks on a flapper rig, trying to catch me some new fresh bait. That's what we're after. We need some monsters. See if some. Oh, there we go. Look. It's all happening now. Something's taking interest in that one. Yeah, there's something there. Look. Oh, that's a £50 rod. That. I think we're into something decent there. There's a bend on that. Oh, good lordy. Might have to up the drag. Yeah, there's something decent on this one. There's some weight to that. Oh, yes. This might be the bigger one. The bigger one. But I've got to keep an eye on that rod because that rod's going. This one's got a lump on it. Oh, that's got a fair old lump. And I'm not fishing wire, still fishing mono all round. That might be a mistake. And the way this is going, I think this is a spur. Oh yeah, because it's swimming towards me, and it's swimming quite fast as well. I think they get, I don't know if they get tricked into, because the current's so strong, they're just heading up into it, or are they feeding into it? Makes sense that they are. But there's definitely a fish on that one. There's a fish on this one. And this one's just swimming. Oh, there we go. This one's just swimming towards it. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, no. I've got two on at the same time. Oh, no. Double hook up, double whammy. What have we got? Oh, no, this is an eel. It's a chunk of an eel as well. And I've got something on that rod. Oh, he's a bit of a chunk, this one. Might want to get rid of this one as quick as we can. Oh, he's not too big. Bit of a chunk. Probably low double, 10, 11, something like that. So unhook him at the side of the boat. He's gone. Right, that's that one dealt with. Let's see if we've still got a fish on this one or not. So it's all gone crazy. Just had 3 in quick succession. That's one of them. Not the biggest. I think the last one was a bit bigger than that. But yeah, there's plenty of these kicking around at the moment. Slackened right off on the tide, and the eels are in. So it seems like the swimming fish prefer the tide, the eels prefer the slack. I'll get this critter back in. These are the scad baits that I've been filleting. They were caught last year, so they're well and truly old. It's not like they're new fresh bait. There's a proper freezer delve. I dived into my freezer to see what we had. And what I have been doing, it seems to work well. I'll show you. So the top end, near the tail, is very tough, and it's got these spikes on it. So what I've been doing is slashing it all the way up, turning it in on itself. He says, as it won't go. It worked on the last one. Turn it in on itself and just put the hook through there, the strong bit, and elastic the bottom half, only the bottom half. I'll elastic it up and then I'll show you. Let's have a look. So I know some people don't like elastic. This is the, I can't remember, the biodegradable stuff, the good stuff, the nice stuff. So all I've done is with the minimum amount just to hold it. And everyone always says, you use too much elastic. Well, maybe I do. I've just elastic them together and left the little flappy bit. I'm just going to put the hook through that. That's the tough bit. Once I've cleared the bait off it, that is. Yeah, and it worked. That's the one that I've just had out. Makes me wonder if this is the one that keeps on catching. I think those 15s are on the bottom, but maybe they're not. Mind you saying that, that one went, that one has been going. But this one is definitely fishing better. So we're just going through that, make sure you don't hook yourself. Because it's that tough that when the hook goes through, it goes through quite quick. And there we go. Just going to put it out like that. And there is a chance he'll bite that bait off and not touch the hook. But I just like the way it goes on. It seems to be working. That's bouncing too much, so that can't be on the bottom. And there we are. Right, just make sure that's seated on the bottom, which it is, hard on the bottom. If that one doesn't have a bite soon, I'm going to put a £2 weight back on that. Because this left rod's doing all the business. Right rod's lazy little tinker. Let's see what happens next. It's lovely out here today. Flat calm, no winds, only the slightest swell. But it's February, so you know, you can excuse it that. Stunning. Love being out here. Look at the size of the head on that. He's getting to the camera compared to my head. He's at least 5'8", 5'9". He's taller than me, and I'm 5'7" in the fact paper. So all that leaves for me to say really is it's time to go. I'm gonna up sticks and move on.